Before I met him, my life was simple. Not perfect but peaceful. I woke up early every day, made tea and sat by the window. I watched the sky change color. Some days it was pink, some days gray, but always quiet. I worked in a little bookstore. It wasn't busy, but I liked it that way. I liked the smell of old books and the soft sound of pages turning. I loved simple things: morning light, soft music, and the rain. I didn't need much. I didn't think about love often. I saw couples holding hands, kissing, laughing, but it felt far from me. I was quiet. I listened more than I spoke. I kept my dreams in a notebook under my bed. Then one day he appeared. It started with a message. "Hi, I saw your book post. You seem interesting." Just a few words, but something about it made me smile. I answered. We started talking every night. He asked about my favorite movies, my dreams, my childhood. He listened to me like I mattered. He told me I was different. He said I was special. And slowly I believed him. Called me sweet names. He said things like, "One day I'll be by your side, and I want to grow old with you." His voice was warm like a blanket. I began to imagine things. Us together, sitting under the stars, drinking coffee in the morning, laughing in the kitchen. I told my friends about him. I told my heart to open. One night he said, "I promise I will come to you soon." I smiled at my phone like a fool. I waited. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. He started replying late. He stopped calling. I asked, "Is something wrong?" He said, "Just busy." But my heart knew. Then I saw the photo. Him, with another girl. His arms around her. His smile, the same smile he gave me. My hands were shaking. My chest felt heavy. I couldn't breathe. I stared at the screen for hours. And then I cried. Not loud. Just soft, quiet tears that wouldn't stop. He didn't explain. He didn't say sorry. He disappeared. I felt broken. I stopped eating. I stopped laughing. I stopped being me. I woke up each morning, stared at the ceiling, and asked, why wasn't I enough? But pain is strange. At first it stays with you all day. Then slowly it visits less. I started walking outside again. I started reading again. I wrote in my notebook not about him but about me. One day I stood in front of the mirror. My face looked tired but my eyes were strong. I whispered, "You are still here." I packed a bag. I didn't tell anyone. I bought a bus ticket to a town I'd never seen before. I sat by the window and watched the trees fly past. I didn't cry. I didn't think of him. I just breathed. The town was quiet. The streets were narrow. People smiled when they passed me. I found a little cafe. I ordered hot chocolate and sat by the window. I listened to the sound of cups, laughter, and life. A different kind of life. One that didn't need him in it. I walked to the river. I watched the water move slowly. The wind touched my hair. And in that moment I felt something new: peace. Not the peace from before I met him. This was different. This peace was stronger. It came after pain. After falling and standing back up. I stayed in that town for a few weeks. I met people who didn't know my past. I smiled more. I laughed again. I didn't fall in love again. But I learned something better. I learned how to love myself. I wrote every day. My story. My truth. Not a love story but a story of strength. When I returned home everything looked the same. But I was not the same. I no longer waited for messages. I no longer hoped for his voice. I didn't hate him. I didn't need him. He was just a chapter. And I was the whole book. The story is over. Please support us by subscribing and liking to follow our channel. Your support means a lot to us. I hope you learned something new today. See you next time. Thanks for watching.